Hello everyone, as always it's good to be with you. As you're probably aware, this is the third of our Sundays looking at the book of 1 Thessalonians. And as we've seen, core to the book are the triumvirate of faith, love and hope. And this morning we're looking at the middle of those things, the labour prompted by love. And my first point on Sunday was that love, in the same way as faith, is tangible. And love must therefore be more than just feelings or emotions. It causes actions. Labour prompted by love. And that's demonstrated by God himself, who didn't just have affection towards us, he did something about it. For God so loved the world that he gave his one and only Son, that whoever believes in him should not perish but have eternal life. If God just loved us but did nothing about it, what good is that? He so loved us that he gave, he did something to it. So it's demonstrated by God, but it was also demonstrated to the Thessalonians by Paul and Silas, who, Paul says, gave their very lives to them. That's how much they loved them. They gave, and they didn't want to be a burden to them. And they encouraged the church in Thessalonica to demonstrate the same kind of love to each other. And love is at the heart of family. It's love that binds families together. And as we saw in a previous sermon, the church as God's family is another major theme within the book of Thessalonica. And in the context of persecution and difficulty, that sense of family and the love that binds it together is so crucial. But as we saw, love can be taken advantage of. And when it does, it brings things into disrepute. But it can also create dependency. And so whilst Paul was commending the majority of the church for the way that they were giving, not just to each other, but to the churches farther away, that he admonishes the few who had taken advantage of that and say, don't be busybodies, don't worry about what everyone else is doing, but you, if you can, work for a living so you don't become dependent on others. Don't sponge off others, but you yourself work so that God's family is not brought into disrepute and that everyone is built up. And the challenge for us is for us to be that kind of family, bound together in love and extending that love to brothers and sisters. Now is brothers and sisters not just across Luton, across this nation, but across the nations, which is what we try to do. So have a great time as you unpack that together, and blessings to you all.